Hello, children. Today we are going to read another book by Julia Donaldson, and it's called Cave Baby. Can you imagine what life would be like for the children who lived in the caves long, long ago, before we had television and shopping malls and all these places to go, when there was no power and there was no organized water supply? How do you think these children lived? And what do you think they did? Can you think? Let's read the story now. Cave Baby's lucky. He lives inside a cave with his mom, who's good at painting, and his dad, who's very brave, and a saber-toothed tiger, a hyena, and a hare, and a grey woolly mammoth, and a big brown bear. Wow! So when their mama and papa were busy, Cave Baby is lonely. Nobody will play. Dad is busy being brave, and Mom says, keep away. Oh, the adults are busy. They don't notice that Cave Baby is feeling lonely. Everything is boring. Then suddenly, it's not. For in the corner of the cave, he finds a brush and pot. Spots on the hyena, stripes on the hare, stars on the tiger, squiggles on the bear, zigzags on the mammoth. Oh, this is lots of fun! But Mom and Dad are furious and say, look what he's done. Cave Mom fetches water. She mutters as she wipes, no more spots and squiggles, no more stars and stripes. Cave Dad wags his finger. If you don't take care, the mammoth's going to throw you to the big brown bear. Oopsie. After that, Cave Baby is restless. He's feeling wide awake. A long grey trunk comes sneaking in, all wiggly like a snake. Who's this, children? The mammoth's come. He's holding Cave Baby with his trunk. Where are you taking me? Where? Tell me where. Are you going to throw me to the big brown bear? Oh no, what's happening? Cave Baby is going, and Mammoth is taking him somewhere. He sees stripes in the forest. A tiger is lurking there. Oh, don't throw me to the tiger or the big brown bear. Cave Baby pleads. He hears a crashing in the bushes. A hare is leaping there. Oh, is he escaping from the big brown bear? Cave Baby hears a crackle in the bracken. A hyena is laughing there. Has he heard a joke about the big brown bear? Cave Baby is really scared now. After a walk, Mammoth has brought Cave Baby near a cave in the hillside. I wonder who lives there. I hope it's not. Please don't let it be the big brown bear. Who do you think is inside, children? Do you know what is going to happen? Cave Baby came inside. The cave is bright with moonlight. The walls are plain and bare. Snoring in the shadows, someone sleeping there. Cave Baby is worried. He doesn't understand until Woolly Mammoth pops a paintbrush in his hand. Yay! Cave Baby is so happy, he started to do his work. He drew a 5-legged tiger, a long curly hair, horns on a hyena, a beard on the bear, a mustache on the mammoth. Oh, this is lots of fun! When they wake up Mammoth and his family, they say, "Look what he's done!" They were so happy to see this artwork, and they rollick and they frolic and they trumpet and they crash. They made it to the water and they roll and romp and splash. Wow, Cave Baby is having a great time. They shake the baby by the hand, then lift their trunks and wave as Mammoth picks him up and again takes him to his cave. Bye bye, Cave Baby. Cave Baby is happy. He's fast asleep in his bed. He dreams about a tiger with stripes of pink and red, and a grass green hyena, and a sky blue hare, and a moon yellow mammoth, and only a small brown bear. Cave Baby has learned not to be afraid now and learned to be creative. This is what kept the babies happy then, and it's the same thing that makes babies happy now, to have fun and to be creative.